don't wait until after the primary. Just because you are not being challenged in the primary doesn't mean you should be out. You shouldn't be out knocking doors now.
That's great. If we have another candidate running for office, it'd be a good time to call in. Oh my goodness, the line's flashing. Oh, it's State Senator Patrick Colbeck. Derek, would you not hang up on him, please? Patrick, you there?
Yeah.
So you're running for office, I hear.
Yeah, I'm actually driving for office today. We just had a stop at Toppin-a-Bee by Mullet Lake on our way to Sheboygan, and then later to Mackinac City tonight. And anyway, it's definitely I understand exactly why they call it running for office now.
Wow, yeah. Well, anybody who's not aware, this is Patrick Colbeck. He's running for governor of the state of Michigan. He's driving for governor of the state of Michigan. He's a rocket scientist. He could be flying for the So,
how you doing, Senator?
I'd love to be doing that. And actually, Bob, my good friend who's driving me, is also a pilot, so we could handle it either way.
Well, there you go. So, anything interesting happening in your life lately?
Yeah, just a little bit. So I think there's a bit of a kerfuffle over the outrageous statement that I made that one of the candidates in Democratic ticket for governor has ties to the Muslim Brotherhood. And nobody's challenging the validity of those assertions. They are evidentiary fact. I mean, he's associated with two organizations that are tied to the Muslim Brotherhood. One is Carr. His father-in-law is a former president and current board member of the Council on American Islamic Relations, which is an unindicted co-conspirator with the Muslim Brotherhood.
Yep.
And then the other association is that he's a former vice president of the Muslim Students Association, which is identified explicitly in something called the explanatory memorandum, which was entered in as evidence in the Holy Land Foundation trial, and that identifies them as a quote-unquote friendly organization to the Muslim Brotherhood and their stated aim of civilization jihad in the United States, which is no less than the elimination of Western civilization from within. And I will like to remind you and your listeners, the Muslim Students Association isn't exactly the Boy Scouts. Their actual pledge of allegiance for the Muslim Students Association starts off, Allahu Akbar, jihad is my spirit, and I will die to establish Islam. That does not sound like the Scouts Oath to me.
And you're receiving the flack because you just happen to point out some facts on this.
Yeah, you know, what did George Orwell say? In an era of universal deceit, the telling the truth is seen as a revolutionary act.
You know, what I find really amazing, Senator Colbeck, this is Pastor Rick Dietering, if you didn't know.
Oh, no. Rick Dietering?
I couldn't. I mean, he was here when I got here.
I forced my way in.
Good to see you.
I find that the Democrats are so willing to be hypocritical on who they bring in as their candidates and who they support. They can be totally against things that they stand for, but if they put the D behind their name, they're still great. I would ask.
Not so with the Republicans, I've noticed.
Well, in 1982,
I think so too.
In 1982, there was a Muslim response to the Muslim Brotherhood. There was a Muslim response to the Muslim Brotherhood in Syria, in Hama, and and so. You know, there are some Muslims who understand that the Muslim Brotherhood is not basically, actually, who's the current president of Egypt? He has a little problem with the Brotherhood. Yeah.
They kicked him out because the Muslim Brotherhood took over Egypt. They redid the Constitution and made the whole country subject to Sharia law. And everybody said, wait a second. You know, we've got Coptic Christians here. We've got other people, even there's Muslims themselves that were persecuted under those under that doctrine, and there's a lot of people frustrated. So, yeah, they're painting it as an anti-Muslim comment. It's clear that it was focused on the Muslim Brotherhood. You know, in much the same way as if I make a comment where I'm concerned about the practices of the Westboro Baptist Church when they protest military funerals, I'm not indicting all Christians when I say that, but they're trying to make that case, and I've been called every name in the book by the Democrats across the board, and including some Republicans, which is shameful. And the media is just feeding and fanning the flames, not going back to asking, well, what is this Muslim Brotherhood and why is it a concern? they're completely ignoring that, and they're going into the tabloid journalism. It's very frustrating to deal with, to tell you the truth.
To make it clear then, like yourself, I mean, I have Muslim friends, I have Muslim coworkers, but I actually have a couple Muslim friends. And we discuss it. I think their religion's wrong. They know I think their religion's wrong. They think mine is wrong. Big deal. Right. We're still friends. But then again, there's people who want to kill me or take away my ability to say, or to be even friends with them. And those people are exemplified by the Muslim Brotherhood. And so where's the problem with opposing them?
There shouldn't be.
Oh, that's right. There shouldn't be.
Christians, we have debates. I don't think we should be reading the NIV version, or no, you can't read any Bible except for the King James.
Wait a minute. I'm a King James only guy, so no, I'm kidding.
Yeah. But I mean,
neither am I.
Those are different type of discussions, and than what we're talking about here. We're talking about a group that is openly advocating the overthrow of Western civilization from within, using our own laws, using our own institutions, and that's what we highlighted. The comments that I made were made at a briefing or a forum that I was joined by former Department of Homeland Security counterterrorism official Phil Haney, and also Kamal Salim, a former member of the Muslim Brotherhood. So it wasn't. Some people are peddling this as radical conspiracy theory stuff, but I'm telling you, this is true stuff. And if anything I said is inaccurate, call me on it.
There is
glad
a
to go
radical.
off and correct it. But the problem is, it is the truth, and they just don't want anybody to know about it, and so they're attempting to shout me down. And by the way, they're going to be having one heck of an ad buy on TV in Southeast Michigan area in particular over the next 2 weeks, where I Dr. Abdul Sayed's put in for it. You can see, we don't know what the ads are yet, but we can all bet on what the content and what the topic's going to be.
It's going to give you name recognition.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get, I don't think we're going to get a heck of a lot of truth out there. So it's incumbent upon everybody that's listening to go off and do your own research on it and check into the details, and don't let these guys get away with it, because all they're really trying to do is shout down somebody who's willing to go off and testify to the truth.
Senator, can I ask you one small favor? If you're available sometime today between 2 and 3, can you call Moment of Clarity also?
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I know you're on the road and it might be difficult, but if you can.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
Is it 2 o'clock? I think we've got a meet and greet from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, so I don't know if I'll be able to do that.
If you can squeeze it in, I'll be waiting for it, but I won't announce it until I see that line blinking.
Okay, we'll try to get on there.
All Pat, right. We've got another caller, Gary from Hazel Park. He has a question for you. We may have 1 minute. Derek, put Gary on real quick, please.
Hey, good afternoon, Senator. What I would like to say is I think that there's a silver lining behind what you're going through, because this could drive the conversation to a national level and get you spotlighted by the president.
Yeah.
Our ways are not God's ways sometimes. So
that's right.
I'd rather be talking about roads and personal income tax and health care, but it is what it is, and I stand by the statements I made.
I think Gary's right. That's what I was saying. It's going to get you name recognition. Basically, as you have to, as people look at which sides are being drawn here. You mentioned a radical conspiracy. The radical conspiracy is on the other side to shut you up.
Yeah. Well, God didn't give us a spirit of fear, but one of power, love, and self-control. We're going to keep on testifying the truth. If you listen to what I say about this, all I'm doing is associating one gentleman with the Muslim Brotherhood. If you listen to what they're saying, they're calling me a bigot. They're calling me a racist. They're calling me a Islamophobe. All kinds of names. It feels like I'm back on the playground in elementary school, frankly.
People who know you would say none of those are true.
That's true.
And welcome to the club. They've been calling all of us that for quite a while now.
Well, thanks for calling in, Gary. And Senator Colbeck, soon to be Governor Colbeck, thank you for calling in. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you very much.
Have
Go
a blessed
to
day.
Colbeckforgovernor.com for more info.
Shameless plug.
Give that plug many times over and over and over again.
People are always on the move, driving to work, hauling the kids to practice. How do they keep up to date? They listen to Wham Talk 1600 just like you. If you're a business owner, your message can reach these people wherever their travels take them. People tune to Wham Radio for intelligent conversation with hosts like Joe Pags, Glenn Beck, Tyrone X, and Dana Lesh. And they'll stay tuned for your message as well. Call 734-971-1600 today and advertise your business on Wham Talk 1600 and whamradio.com.
Fox News Radio, I'm Karen McHugh. Police in Maine say they've apprehended an alleged cop killer. Sheriff Dale Lancaster announced the capture of John Williams just moments after the latest press briefing. Williams is accused of gunning down Corporal Eugene Cole of the Somerset County Sheriff's Office Wednesday. 34 police officers have died in the line of duty this year. A caravan of migrants from Central America has arrived in Tijuana, Mexico. Some may seek asylum in the U.S., which may be easier said than done.
By law, the U.S. is required to give these individuals a fair hearing and adjudicate all the claims. However, Homeland Security has said if you lie, you'll be prosecuted. Hire a smuggler, you'll be prosecuted. If you game the system or commit fraud, you'll be prosecuted. They will likely be separated from their children, and they will be detained throughout their adjudication hearing through the immigration courts, which can take months.
Fox's William LaJeunesse. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Hi, my name is Tim O'Byrne. I'm with Fingerly Lumber Installed Sales Department. The Installed Sales Department offers the homeowners a one-step process to replace their windows, replace their doors, or decks or siding. What we'll do is we'll come out to your house, we will evaluate your needs, your wants, do everything from start to finish. We'll install it, we'll make sure it's done right, and by the way, installation is the most important part of this process. We have great Anderson products to offer. We have very low maintenance Anderson 400 series windows. There's a lot of different ways we can install a window or a door. That's where I come in. I've been doing this over 30 years now. Come on into our showroom, ask for Tim O'Byrne. I'll be more than happy to help you with your windows, your doors, your decks, your siding, any exterior projects on your house, I'd love to help you with.
Fingerly Lumber.
Real estate. Your home, whether selling or buying, is likely one of your most valuable assets. When making the decision to hire a realtor, you want someone who will work hard for you. Dennis Boychuk, realtor with RE/MAX, is an Ann Arbor native with over 35 years' experience in this area's real estate and building industries.
Hi, I'm Dennis Boychuk, realtor with RE/MAX. When it comes to your real estate needs, to achieve the successful results you expect and deserve, I come fully armed with the experience necessary and have the systems in place and will not miss any details, large or small, with any of your real estate transactions.
Experience, systems, results. Are you considering selling or buying a home? Call Dennis Boychuk with RE/MAX today at 734-323-0222. That's 734-323-0222. Or visit the website at a2forsale.com.
Your bridge to recovery and wellness is WellBridge. WellBridge is redefining the rehabilitation and nursing care experience with the most amazing care facilities you've ever seen. All WellBridge locations offer a resort-like atmosphere, and their driving goal is to provide each guest with an epic experience. Here's former patient Evelyn Danielson from Brighton.
It was excellent. It wasn't only just the physical part of it, doing your exercises with them. It was the RNs, even down to the kitchen people that came in and said, "What can we fix you? What do you like? We'll try to do it for you." And everything with a smile. I couldn't get over. I would heartily recommend WellBridge.
For rehabilitation and nursing care, ask for something epic. Ask for WellBridge. In Brighton, Fenton, Novi, and Pinckney. Now looking for talented nurses and certified nurse assistants to join their growing team, WellBridge invites everyone to learn more about them at thewellbridgegroup.com. WellBridge, your bridge to recovery and wellness starts here.
You're listening to The Drift on Wham Talk 1600. Join in the conversation at 734-822-1600. Now, back to your host, Gary Wellings.
Well, hello and welcome back to the Drift Radio Show. My name is Ed Bonderenka, and I'm not even sure I mentioned that earlier in the first segment, but I did mention Pastor Richard Dietering, who's seated with